everyone, welcome back to my channel Sugar Mama TV. So recently I have gone completely against my words of wisdom and I have created a dumping ground in my house, and basically the room behind me is my home office. This is where I normally try and work from when I'm at home. Now I won't bore you with the reasons why this has happened and why I've let it happen, but I am absolutely repulsed by how this room is looking. I feel completely overwhelmed and anxious. Every time I walk past, I just want to like cringe and shut the door, and it's gotten so bad I can actually barely open the door, and it's actually like a bit of a landmine. I'm walking around trying to get things in and out of the room without tripping over or standing on something. Anyway, I have said enough is enough, and I'm going to declutter with you watching. I don't want to do this, and I have been putting off this for a really long time, but today Rocco is home with head lice. So he's not at school, it forces me to be at home with him, so I'm using this as an opportunity for just to like clean this room up and sort my stuff out, get organized and feel better about this space and reclaim it as my work zone. So I will talk you through what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, but I only have 30 minutes to spare, so I'm going to try and do like a really efficient punch out of cleaning and tidying and decluttering and reorganizing. Rocco gets to watch 30 minutes of Paw Patrol whilst I do that. Alright, so I'll let you know what I'm doing and explain why. Oh, thank you. And I hope this motivates you and inspires you to tackle any rooms in your house that have become dumping zones for yourself and everyone else in your home. Alright, Rocco is in heaven watching Paw Patrol. I have 30 minutes to smash this decluttering challenge. Wish me good luck. I'm setting my alarm clock for 30 minutes so I don't get tempted or distracted or anything else that will just stop me from doing this, because I want to sort this out. Oh my god, where do I start? Alright, I'm going to start with the things I know have a home and replace them where they rightfully belong right now. I'm already seeing a space on my desk. That feels really nice. Also, for the record, I'm not just dumping things back in the home. I'm putting them back nicely and neatly and with a sense of, I guess, pride in my organization. So I'm not just throwing jumpers and things into drawers. I'm actually folding them and putting them back. So when I open these drawers, I feel happy and respectful and appreciative of my belongings. More things to put away. Alright, this is Tom's, and there's other stuff of Tom's like lying around on the floor back behind my desk. Now, this is proof when you have a messy home or a dumping zone, everyone else uses it and it quickly and easily like escalates and gets out of control. But if you keep a tidy, like as in clean surfaces and organized space, that inspires other people to respect it and try and like help you keep that space in that way. You kind of like hold the energy in the space of it, of being organized, if that makes sense. All right, I gotta keep going. Oh, there's more stuff. Wow. Oh my gosh, odd socks, beanies, oh my gosh. I know exactly where to put this, and I'm gonna put it neatly. Okay. All right, making space, getting organized, putting things away. All my dry cleaning. Now, I am really determined to improve my impact on the environment. So I'm actually gonna go and have a chat to my dry cleaner. I'm gonna take my coat hangers to my dry cleaners, and I'm gonna say no to receiving these plastic bags. Actually, that's really heavy. This is a bit of a workout, by the way. Now, also, whilst I'm decluttering and putting things away, I'm also discovering a few things that I want to sell. Now, behind me in this room, which is one of the reasons why it's becoming a dumping zone, are things that I want to sell online. So I'm going to start making a conscious pile of things I want to sell, and I'm going to be putting them to groups, as to whether it goes on to eBay, whether it goes on to Gumtree, whether it goes on to some other online website. So I will start the pile in here. They're going to be I can't even speak today. Segmented. Basically, I'm dividing them into 3 different groups. Anyway, I'm coming back to you. Oh, and this is one of my new dresses that I bought in London. I'm thinking of making a fashion video for you, showing you guys what I bought when I was overseas in Europe. I love this dress. I bought it on sale. I think it was like 60% off. Anyway, let me know by putting a comment in the comments box below if you'd like me to make this video for you, like a capsule wardrobe from London, UK shopping. Let me know. More stuff that I've discovered I want to sell. Now these I'm returning back to my dry cleaner so she can recycle them, and in the future I'm going to be turning up there with my own coat hangers. Alright, I've started to make a little bit of progress. I feel good about this. Oh, more stuff to put away. Oh, I can see my chair now. The funny thing is, I'm actually finding things that I'm going to wear tonight that I couldn't find before. Things go back to other people's bedrooms. Alright, I can see carpet. Missing Rocco's shoe. I've been looking everywhere for the for this missing shoe. I can put it back now. This is quite the workout. Alright. Progress. Feels good. Okay. Recycling rubbish. Can go into the recycling bin. And by the way, that was a gift from Tom. It was a beautiful handbag, which I'll show you another time. Go away. Oops. I can actually see the floor now. Amazingly, I'm actually finding things that belong in here. Putting things away that belong in here. Okay, now I can see, I've got a sense of direction as I make, and this is just increasing as I find more and more, will create more and more space. So I'm now going to start making a pile of things I want to sell in groups. So I'm going to put together all the clothes that I want to sell in one pile here. Yes, most definitely. Sadly, yes. Sadly, yes. Yes, definitely. Whoops. Yes. Yes. Maybe not actually. Yes, definitely. Things to be put away. Wow, I can see my desk. I feel motivated. Check this out. Creating clean surfaces. And slowly seeing more and more of my carpet. Okay, so I have made a pile of clothes that I want to sell online. So it's in one pile, that's it. I know that I have to tackle that job at one point over the weekend when I get more time. The next pile I'm going to make is things that I want to sell also online, but they're more like homewares or like stuff in my home that would probably be best maybe going on Gumtree because it's not stuff that can be easily posted. Where will I make that pile? My skis. They're good skis actually. My poles. My ski boots. Whoa. See, this is why clutter is dangerous and not good for you because it's a hazard. I could have tripped over and hurt myself. Alright, I need to find a new home for that. Now, this house doesn't have a huge amount of storage. I need to work on that. I have no idea where I could put this at all. Okay, what I will do is put it outside of this room to give me some more clarity and direction. I will come back to that. Oh, another thing that belongs somewhere. I'm actually too scared to check the time because I'm worried that there's only like a few more minutes left and I need so much more to be done. More things that need to be put away. Oh, the winner of the Zero Waste Life book. I need to post this to her. Stuff that needs to go on Gumtree. Recyclable. More recyclable stuff. Stuff that I'm selling. Oh, more stuff that I need to sell on maybe eBay maybe. Stuff that needs to be put away. Stuff that needs to be sold. This is good. More ski boots. Why do we like buy this sporting equipment if we don't use it all the time? It actually makes so much sense just to rent it. It doesn't take up any space and it's these days when you rent stuff, it's actually, most of it's demo equipment and it's really good and they're always superseding and coming up with new technology, so you don't actually need to own this stuff anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. More stuff to be put away that I've got to do for work. I'll put that there to remind me to make sure I get this done. Wow, I'm impressed with what I've done. I'm gonna see the time. Wow, okay, I have 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. I'm so impressed with myself. Okay, this actually feels, it's still a mess, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna show you what I've done, but I can see surfaces, and that gives me a sense of clarity and direction again. And because I've created more surface space, it doesn't feel as anxious walking in here, and I can see what I need to do. Let me show you what I've done. All right, I have a organized space now, well, partly organized. Things are grouped together in what I need to do. So there is still more work to be done and there's things to like get rid of and sort out, but still this is pretty good compared to what it was. Now, having all the stuff that needs to be sold online grouped together actually makes me more motivated to want to do this. I don't have to sort of waste time running around the house trying to think up things or get things together that I can sell. It's all pretty much, I'd say 80% of the stuff that I need to sell is already here, right here, ready for me to like list. And seeing this pile and knowing this space will be completely freed up once I do it, will give me the sense of, I guess, the kick up the arse to actually make sure I get it done and prioritize it, because I want to reclaim this space in my office. I actually want to reclaim a lot more space in this office, so that I want to come into this room, shut the door, and just get into an amazingly productive and efficient work zone. So this is my Gumtree pile to start selling, and I think I'm going to do a selling haul. Okay, another pile behind me I'm going to show you. Okay, so the pile down the ground with all my clothing and a few accessories is stuff that I am going to sell on websites like eBay and a few other like online designer websites. Reason why they're not going on Gumtree is because they're stuff that would potentially appeal to a wider audience than just my local community. It's stuff that can be easily and cheaply posted interstate or even overseas. So that stuff is in a pile ready to go. Again, I just need to list it. I'm going to probably include it in my selling haul weekend so I can catch up on the $1,000 project. All right, this room is pretty much done. I've got, as I worked out, 3 minutes left to go, which is fantastic. I have actually put away all the things that I picked up from in here. I worked up a bit of a sweat, so that probably burnt some calories. And you know what? I'm now going to join Rocco on the sofa and watch some Paw Patrol with him. And I'm going to enjoy it guilt-free, because I finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks, have tackled a good, decent chunk of the room, and I've made enough progress and for me to actually want to keep going. Okay, so I hope this video really inspires and motivates you to tackle any problem areas within your own home. Remember, break it down into bite-sized bits. Immediately put away the easy things first so that you start creating space, and you get a sense of progress is addictive because you want to keep going. And for things that you just can't deal with or not quite sure, like I've got to find a home for a suitcase, that's okay. That space will come. Keep going. Keep looking to declutter your home. Keep freeing up the space, because you create so much more energy for yourself. All right, I'm off to watch some Paw Patrol. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Ciao for now, guys. Oh, and by the way, I just found the perfect home for that suitcase. It is now out of sight and perfectly organized in a really easily accessible spot.